Hello and welcome. We are so excited to be here today to celebrate this beautiful full moon. And most of you know I'm Laura, and this is Madeline, my niece. And I'm always thrilled to do anything with her. She's a little genius in the making. And before we begin, I just want to talk about this full moon for a second, or any full moon. I like to have a little ceremony. And so I have sage, I have Palo Santo from Peru. I always light a candle to bring in the light. And then the other day I found a feather at Rancho La Puerta. So we have this little beautiful feather. I found it just like this. It was like sitting on the ground waiting for me to pick it up. So we need to pay attention to the signs that the universe gives to us because this was a gift. And then I have this beautiful aquamarine crystal that this is helping me to get my voice. And so I want to just share a quick little story before Madeline begins. Last night, something came up with my husband where I didn't feel heard, and I had to do a deep dive into it, and I thought, well, where in my life have I not felt heard? And I went back to my childhood, of course, and we'll always get the answers. Always. It's everywhere in our life. And I went back to my childhood and I realized that little Laurie, she wasn't heard growing up. It was a mass activity family. It was like doing, activity here, activity there. And what was missing in my family, and I would say predominantly in most families all across the world, is that the children aren't heard for who they are and on a soul level. And that's what was missing for me. And anyway, and I did some healing around it. And I think this is a big theme, and we'll talk about it more at the end of the sound healing. So now we're going to turn it over to Madeline. And there you go. Thank you for
Thank you,
listening.
Thank you, Aunt Laura. I really thank you for that share. And I think it's really important, especially during full moons. Like, this is where stuff comes up. In general, full moons are known to bring things up to the surface. It's both a celebration, it can be a celebration, a culmination of like where you're at in the month. And also it's almost like a flashlight shining a light to what hasn't been exposed or what needs to come up. And so I think, like, literally at this exact time, the moon is exact in Sagittarius. And that is all about big, bold truth. And it's so interesting, this being heard thing. When I think Sagittarius, it's a fire sign. So it's about being seen and being heard and taking up space. And that's really what this moon is asking us to do. And also we're releasing what doesn't feel good for us. Maybe we're releasing feelings of not feeling seen, of not feeling heard, and we're alchemizing that up to the ether. The card, I have a tarot deck, and the tarot deck associated with the tarot card associated with Sagittarius is about balance. And I think this is really a significant theme right now. And in the world, we live in a world where there's a lot of chaos right now, and the equal and opposite is always true. Like, while there's a lot of chaos, there can also be a lot of light. And I think that's actually what this full moon is communicating to us, that there is light in the darkness, and all of that. Whenever we don't feel seen or we don't feel heard, we can actually alchemize that into being seen and into being heard. And I think it's really a beautiful time if you choose to go inside and do the work and commune. Maybe we can tap. Okay, so we're going to do EFT tapping. And for those unfamiliar, tapping is when we hit on certain acupressure parts of the body while saying certain affirmations. And it's a beautiful healing modality. I love it. So it's a great way to hear ourselves and see ourselves. So you can repeat after me. You can start on the karate chop point. I am important.
I'm important.
And despite what anyone else says, I know I matter.
And despite what anyone else says, I know I matter.
I have something important to contribute.
I have something important to contribute.
I have something of value.
I have something of value.
What I say matters.
What I say matters.
How I feel matters.
How I feel matters.
And I no longer hold back from sharing.
And I can no longer hold back from sharing.
I'm done playing small.
I'm done playing small.
I take up a lot of space now.
I take up a lot of space now.
There's no shame in being seen.
There's no shame in being seen.
There's no shame in being heard.
There's no shame in being heard.
In fact, the opposite. It's
In fact,
amazing.
in fact, the opposite. It's amazing.
I love myself.
I love myself.
I love little me.
I love little me.
I hold space for little me.
I hold space for little me.
And I'm so excited to continue this journey with myself
And I'm so excited to continue this journey with myself
because I'm constantly amplifying my power.
because I'm constantly amplifying my power.
There's an abundance of my power,
There's an abundance of my power,
and I'm only stepping into it right now.
and I'm only stepping into it right now.
I can't even imagine what's to come.
I can't even imagine what's to come.
I let go of the belief that I'm small,
I let go of the beliefs that I'm small,
that my voice doesn't matter,
that my voice doesn't matter,
because I have so much to say,
because I have so much to say.
and I'm going to make this world a better place
And I'm going to make this world a better place
by just being me
by just being me
and choosing the light
and choosing the light
and spreading the light.
and spreading the light.
That's how I will bring this world into balance.
That's how I bring this world into balance.
And that's how I bring myself into
And
balance.
that's how I bring myself into balance.
I love me.
I love me.
Amen.
Amen.
How do
Okay.
you feel?
Excellent, Madeline. I feel great. Thank you
Good.
so, thank you so much for that share. That was absolutely beautiful. Um, so this is a big theme in the world right now, um, and the reason there's so much chaos is because a lot of people don't feel seen and heard, and so they're being very loud in one way or another to get their voices heard and seen. And that's like what wars are about. People are trying to be heard on a bigger scale. So the more we can feel seen and heard within ourselves, and that's a lot of inner child work, and we'll talk about that at the end. So get ready and allow yourself to sit in a very quiet place, to lie down or sit for this guided meditation with my beautiful crystal bowls. I'll see if I can show them to you. It's kind of hard to see, but
Beautiful.
anyway, and I would suggest before we begin, take a piece of paper and write out your biggest frustration. Write out what it is in your life that's not being heard or not being listened to. And then talk to your little person and say, why are you sad? Why are you hurt? What is it that you feel is not being heard in your life right now? This is a very, very powerful technique. And I have done it this morning, and I'm gonna crumple it up and then put it in the fire. So I'm allowing it to get alchemized with fire. And you can and talk to yourself. Get into your story, why you felt this way as a young person and why it still comes up for you today. Because this is how the healing happens, when you can go back and source it, and then we alchemize it. So in your comfortable lying down position or seated, take your hands to your heart. and just feel your heartbeat. Take a deep breath in. Breathe into that beautiful heart of yours. Acknowledge your heartbeat. Your heartbeat is the beat of your soul, of your heart, of your physicality, your emotion, your emotional being, your spiritual being. Take a deep breath. And now tense up your body as tight as you can and exhale anything you're ready to let go of with this full moon. Anything at all. Maybe it's a habit of not being heard. Let's let that go. It's time to be alchemized. To turn that over to the light. To turn that over to your higher self and your guides. Take a deep breath. Tense up your body one more time. Big inhale and exhale again to release it. And now imagine yourself very relaxed. See yourself in the most beautiful, serene setting. And see yourself in peace, in joy. Maybe you're floating down a beautiful river in a boat, or maybe you're swimming in a beautiful lake, or maybe you're by the ocean and just listening to the sounds. Take a deep breath. Breathe in your beauty. Breathe in the words, I am heard. I am a powerful being of light. Breathe that in and breathe it out. Breathe in, it's time for me to shine. It's time for me to step out and allow myself to shine big. Breathe in, it's my time to share my gifts and my talents with the world. And so we begin with a big ball of light above our head, golden light. And this golden light is as big as the sun. And imagine the sun pouring down into your mind to illuminate your mind. Allow that sun to bring in optimism and hope for you and your future. And your present moment. Optimism, hope, joy. Clearing your mind of any limiting beliefs, any negative beliefs. And now imagine that sun coming down into your face and into your throat chakra, illuminating your throat chakra so that you can speak your truth and be heard, and that you're able to hear, to help open up your ears so that you can hear your own truth, because that's where it begins, where you hear and speak your own truth, where We're really not here to fix or change anyone. Take a breath. Feel your body completely sinking down and relaxing. Relaxing all the muscles in your entire body. Relaxing any grip anywhere in your body. Breathe. Breathe deeply. Breathe into your organs and glands. Tell them they're safe. And so now we bring that golden light into your heart center. That golden light like the sun. Think of this as healing and illuminating your cells, your glands, illuminating your chakras, and see your heart being illuminated with more love and gratitude. So bring into your heart a happy moment, something that you feel incredibly grateful for. Something, maybe an animal, maybe a baby, maybe a parent, maybe a grandparent. What is it you're grateful for? And allow that good feeling to be illuminated in your heart center with the rays of the sun. And now see those golden rays going to your thymus gland to help bolster your immune system and make your immune system strong. And your lungs, come into your lungs so that you can breathe deeper. You can take in more prana, more of your own life force. Take a breath. And now bring those golden rays down into your belly, your mid-belly, to help illuminate your ability to digest life, digest prana, digest chi, to help digest your own life force better, to help you appreciate your life force better. And imagine the sun illuminating that whole area of your body, going into your liver to release any anger and resentment and rage in your liver. See the sun illuminating the liver. And now bring the sun, those rays, down into your sacral to help bring in more stimulus and activation of your sacral, your sexuality, your sensuality, your ability to create in life, to activate and stimulate your passion so that you feel excited to be alive during this amazing time on planet Earth. We've never lived through anything like this before. So imagine the sun stimulating that sacral, that second chakra, so that you feel your passion growing and illuminating into your entire being. And now imagine that golden sun going up and down your spine to clear any blocks. And going into your kidneys to release fear. Going straight into your kidneys near your lower back to release fear. Take a breath. And now imagine this golden light going into your auric field, the field around your body, to send this light, thousands of light rays into your auric field to clear any holes that may be in your field. from old lifestyle that didn't support you, drinking. So imagine this light illuminating into your auric field and cleansing it, clearing any blocks, clearing any holes, cleansing your auric field to make it more balanced and whole. And now, imagine there's a cord right here at the top of your head, that soft spot on a baby. And imagine it connecting up and plugging in to the cosmos, like you're plugging yourself in to the universe, connecting to your higher self, connecting to the angelic realm, connecting to all the masters and great beings of light who are here to support us during this greatest shift of the ages. And you're plugging in. You're plugging into them for renewed energy, for unconditional love, for anything you feel incapable of giving to yourself. We plug in. And when we plug in, they send this energy down your spine into all the chakras. And then see yourself slowly sinking down with that energy field into Mother Earth. And you plug into Mother Earth and see yourself going down into the center of the earth. And she's there. And she's there to greet you, love you, hold you, embrace you. And so now you are getting nourished and fulfilled and loved on all levels, from above and now below, down into the earth. The greatest mother, Gaia, of all, is nurturing, loving you, embracing you, holding you, and around you are all the loved ones that have gone, all the loved ones that have passed, maybe your invisible team, and they're all around you, holding you, embracing you, like Mother Gaia. And the love is so strong, it is a force field of love that cannot be broken. And imagine it pouring into you to fill every need, every lonely space, every vacant space in your body, in your mind, in your spirit. It's filling every hurt, every place of shame and grief. It's washing it away with this unconditional love. And Gaia, she speaks to you and she says, you are so loved. You are more than enough. You are amazing human being that you chose to be born at this time on the planet. You are so courageous, and we honor you for your courage. We thank you, thank you, thank you for your courage to be here at this time on the planet, the most challenging time. But you chose to be here, and you are strong, and you are strongest of the strong, because there are millions of beings who want to be born during this time right now. And you were able to come onto planet Earth. pick the perfect scenarios, your family, your friends, for your highest growth, for your greatest evolvement. And Mother Earth and all your loved ones are saluting you and filling you with unconditional love so that your glass will never feel half full again. You will feel abundant. You will feel prosperous. You will feel that you are a shining light in the darkness. And you will be able to share your gifts to everyone around you. And you will feel seen. You will feel heard. You will feel loved. Imagine yourself slowly floating back up to the surface. You've been rejuvenated, rebalanced, refreshed. You come back up to the surface where you are right now, and you give yourself the greatest hug. And you tell yourself the kindest thing that you could ever say to yourself. What is that kind word that's filled with compassion? Say it to yourself and own it. And give yourself a big hug. And we bring Madeline back for our ending statement. Madeline, would you like to say something?
I'm still floating, but I think the most important thing is about balance. And when we're not feeling heard or seen, how can we regulate ourselves so that we can see and hear ourselves? I think that's the biggest thing that I got. And this magical experience definitely helps me. So thank you.
Fantastic. So, just a little bit, Madeline does oracle readings, tarot card readings, and astrology. And I'll put her information in my newsletter below this Zoom recording. And of course, you have my information. And I just want to tell you a little bit about what I'm up to because I've got some exciting things happening. I've got a few things happening, sound baths and sessions happening in Durango, Colorado. And I will be involved in a women's retreat called In the Flow, and that's very exciting. It's a 3.5 day women's retreat, which I'll be involved in. And if you have any interest in getting rejuvenated, healed on a very big level, this retreat will be amazing. There will be fire ceremonies, there will be yoga, sound baths, all kinds of beautiful happenings. So you can reach out to me if you're interested. And then I'll be having sound baths throughout the summer. But the thing I'm most excited about is my inner child chakra course that I'm going to be putting on at some point, hopefully by the end of the summer. And I've done a lot of inner child work, a lot. And I continue to do it to this day. and it heals me on so many levels. And I'd love to share this wisdom with you. If you're interested, let me know. And Madeline's going to be doing her readings throughout the summer. And she's in Miami. If you happen to step into Miami, you can look her up. She is such a light and delight, and I just love having her in my life. And I think that's it. Have a beautiful full moon day. Make sure you do something that's ceremonial to celebrate, and definitely do some writing, because this is a fantastic day to write something that you're willing to let go of. So, on that note, Madeline, I love you very much. I
Love
love
you.
you all for watching our Zoom, and have a phenomenal day.